another one.
Angie's question, right? Manual testing doesn't exist anymore. So it does exist, right? But I think with manual testing, QA engineers who will do automated testing and stuff like that, because we're in an agile environment nowadays, you can get like you do in order to automate something, you have to test it manually first, right? So I'll give you an example. The way that I work is I'm on a Scrum team, right? And when we get a story, I'll write it. We'll write a test plan, right? So we have a story in the sprint. We write the test plan, and we say, okay, these are the things that we need to cover. We're gonna run our automated regression test. And is there anything in this that can be automated, right? So we will we have to test it manually first to make sure that it works and everything like that. And in the process of testing it manually, we're also writing our automated test for it so that it can be added to the regressions. Whether we're doing like we have different type of tests, we have like API tests, we have unit tests, we have end-to-end tests, right? For whatever it is that we need. So we find the right place to put it. I like sometimes I'm like creating architecture and stuff like that or infrastructure so we can be able to facilitate our tests. Sometimes I'm doing the deployment. It just depends, right? So the reason that I say that manual testing doesn't exist anymore, it's not manual testing that doesn't exist. It's manual testers for the most part, right? Because it's being swallowed up by doing more and being the fact that it's on a Scrum team. Back in the days when it was like the waterfall method, you would have a bunch of testers who would be waiting for the whole application to be created by the developers, and then it would get passed off to the QA team, and then they would just do a bunch of testing, and then there was like no automation and stuff like that. But nowadays, with the way that we work with like the continuous cycle, the continuous deployment, continuous integration, we need to be able to add our tests to the automation suite so that we can continuously test all the stuff that are happening, as well as quickly test because we work in like small features, right? And we test that feature, we get it automated, we get it added. So it's the manual tester role that has been like, it's more of an automation engineer. And that's what I was saying with my company. Everyone does automation. So even if it's like you're still learning, getting better at automation, everyone does automation. And that's why I tell people when they say, oh, I'm in a bootcamp for manual testing, I'm like, it's going to be so hard for you to find, like, out of all the people that I've come across to who went for manual testing, only one of them that I know of actually landed a job as a manual tester, and that's because she went out there and she fought for it, and she was like relentless in her work ethic to get it, and that not only that, they also have her learning a lot more stuff and already putting her on the pathway to automation, right? So that's why I say like just try to learn like, and that's why I call it the manual testing, not comprehensive testing, to get all the background of testing. But you also want to go straight into automation, straight into learning the code, like you mentioned, learning Python and stuff like that. That would be my greatest recommendation to you is like learn everything about manual, but also start learning automation as well. All right.
If you enjoyed the fascinating information shared in this video and you want more, be sure to hit the subscribe button to Tech Coach Ralph to be notified for new videos.